Hello everyone! In today's video we are going to test and compare a Philips One Blade shaver with its Chinese substitute MSN T3 shaver. According to AliExpress description, the MSN T3 shaver comes up from the Xiaomi company. I hardly think that is true, because a lot of companies try to copy the Xiaomi design for the sake of being identical to this highly requested make. Let's start with unboxing. The Chinese product arrived in a crumpled box, delivered by CDK company. The Xiaomi MSN product comes with an abyssal black velvet travel case, which looks attractive, but in my view it will become dirty soon and won't be so brilliant black. The box contains a USB Type-C charger, a small brush and an instruction manual in Chinese as well. Next, the Philips One Blade unboxing. It's a simple one blade version with the cheapest set of accessories included. Also, there are simple versions with the better sets of items, which include, for example, unhandy travel cases with no place for a charger. Another version is Philips One Blade Pro, which is almost similar to the Philips One Blade. The One Blade Pro shaver has a full LED digital display, a versatile adjustable lens comb attachment and more powerful battery than the One Blade shaver. Also, there is a travel case in the package. The Philips One Blade Pro costs $70 more than the simple Philips One Blade. As far as I am concerned, I am not willing to buy a travel case and a comb attachment for $70, while the shaver retails at $30. Open the box. Here is the One Blade shaver and the stubble comb. And that's all? No, there is something else. I find heaps of instructions, a charger, another comb attachment and a tiny case for a shaver's head. A shaver's head is replaceable. By the way, its price is 60% of the cost of the shaver. To sum up, the box contains two comb attachments, 1 and 3 mm, the one blade handle, replaceable head, a charger and a tiny case only for the shaver's head. Now let's make side-by-side comparison between the Philips One Blade shaver and the MSN T3 shaver. They seem to be identical, the same size of the shaver's heads, the same size of handles, the same working principle and usage. They differ in design and colors. The first clear distinction I have noticed before using them is a different type of chargers. The MSN shaver has a standard USB Type-C cable, while the One Blade has its own unique charger. You should keep hold of it, you have to take it each time you travel. In my opinion, the minimalistic white Xiaomi design looks more attractive. These shavers are basically the trimmers, with the blades on both edges of the shaver's head. At first glance, I supposed that this piece of metal shaves like a traditional shaver, but not. This crosshatch button is there for the sake of button. It allows the trimmer's head to glide more smoothly across the skin. I have noticed that the Philips button is a bit more smooth than the Xiaomi one. This is smooth, while that is a little bit scratchy. Both shavers are IPX5 waterproof. You can rinse them with water, but these items are not meant to be submerged. It's to be noted that the MSN shaver makes unpleasant, a bit repulsive, somewhat buzzing sound. The Philips device seems to operate at a higher speed than the Xiaomi one. Let's test them and find out how the shavers perform the tasks. I've grown a little more stubble than usual, especially for this test. Oh, I'm just having a laugh. Sometimes I'm used to wearing one weak beard. Probably for such length stubbles these trimmers had been created. Now I will shave one half of my face with the Philips device and another half I will do with the Xiaomi. I will carry out such kind of experiment for the first time. It turned out awfully inconvenient to shave while looking at the camera. Besides, I have not tried these shavers yet, for the sake of sharing my first sincere emotions with you immediately. First, I am testing the Philips. Its design allows going forth and back on the face. As for me, it's more comfortable to hold it in the way I hold a cartridge razor, with the shaver's head downwards and moving in the upward direction. At first I guessed that the one-blade shaver can shave as close as a classic shaver. My attempts to press slightly harder gave no results. The one blade is designed to leave a little length. You shouldn't press hard on it. Another part of my face I am shaving with the Xiaomi device. In my view, it shaves a little less softly than the Philips and sounds worse. The Philips seems to be more thorough as well. I didn't manage to shave properly while recording the video, because it was hard to see the face in the camera. I completed this process in the bathroom, shaving each part of my face with the Philips and Xiaomi as I had done previously. Honestly, I don't see any difference between the right and left parts of my face, shaved with the different shavers. On the top of that, I decided to do a pass with my electric brown shaver on the left part of my face. Now the difference shows up. I see it and feel it with my fingers. The brown shaves absolutely smoothly, while the one blade leaves a little stubble. I reckon for a great deal of people this difference exists in the first maybe 12 hours. Philips calls this feature as a 5 o'clock shadow. Obviously, Philips shaving really causes less dermal irritation than the electric razor. Actually, dermal irritation is not a problem, because a shaving cream handles it. Personally, I don't care. Then I remembered that the one blade tool is created for body grooming as well. First, I shaved my head. I didn't record it because I had experienced great difficulties shaving the face and at the same time doing the video. To shave a head is a challenge, let alone to record this process simultaneously. Evidently, the Philips doesn't allow perfectly smooth shaving. By the way, I managed to shave the head with the Philips one blade, while the Xiaomi shaver didn't handle thick hair. After that, I shaved the other parts of the body. You know, according to ethical rules, I mustn't show it. I should say that with the Philips shaving, you have less chances to hurt your skin than with the conventional trimmer. It's optimal to test them on my legs. I've never shaved the legs though. Start with the MSN shaver. One pass get almost no result. I need to do way too many passes to remove hair. When I hold the device straight, move it more slowly and press harder, I achieve more precise shaving. Now it's the one blade turn. After a pass, a shaving trace is noticeable, with some hair remained. After 2 passes, I get almost smooth skin. As you can see, there is a large gap between the Philips and the MSN jobs. After these tests, I've been using these shavers and here are my conclusions. The concept is, it is not a shaver, not a trimmer. They sit somewhere in the middle. They do a little worse than the normal shavers, but the producing companies don't keep a secret of it. To my mind, if you are not a perfectionist, it might not be crucial. Maybe your work doesn't require a perfectly smooth face, while a bobbed stubble can spoil a date. The one blade can't shave hair down to the skin level, as a good quality electric shaver does, but it provides a quick, effortless, comfortable shaving without dermal irritation. And it's of value, especially for those with long stubble who don't shave every day. Instead of trimming and then shaving again, they can simply cut their beard with the one blade. A lot of men use it as a trimmer to create precise edges of the beard. Now move on to the differences. The MSN device is more visually pleasing, feels in hand more comfortable than Philips and has a magnificent design. The MSN advantages are USB Type-C charger and its low cost. The length of unshaven hair is the same for both shavers, but it's more comfortable to shave with one blade. You need less time and less movements for the shaving, and your skin remains unhurt. Moreover, the shaving results might slightly differ, depending on your skin and hair type. My stubble is rather soft. I've made no problems with shaving, but according to the comments, the MSN shaver doesn't handle very coarse stubble at all. Personally, my choice is the Philips one blade shaver for $30. It's undeniably good device. I've been using the Philips one blade for 2 months, till recording this English version of the video. I like to use it more for shaving a head and intimate areas than for shaving my face. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating. That's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you again soon. Bye.